that the first time you guys have seen the episode?
Yes.
What were your thoughts? Because we found it really emotional.
Yeah, very moving. Yeah.
It was great. I just look. I was saying before, you see, it's very like a theatrical ensemble. We get on very, very well, and it's always that lovely moment. It's like being in a theatre rehearsal and seeing the other guys do a wonderful scene that you might have seen in the script. And when you see it, it's so lovely to see. And you get to, it's so moving. We're still in the zone, aren't we? With it affects us really deeply.
I think I think it's so beautifully pitched every time, and I just love sitting. I mean, what's great? I was thinking actually watching it. What's great is that you sit down and you watch it and you forget that you're in it, and you just get taken away with the story, and you suddenly go, "Oh wow, this is really moving and emotional," and that's me.
Yeah,
I just think it's beautifully pitched. Just the right tone between, there's some comedic moments and there's drama and there's a lot of humanity in the shows, and I just think it just gets you every time. It's just wonderful.
It's not. We were saying to the others, it's not a fluffy kind of Christmas special that people sit down with a few mince pies and all that. You've really got to invest.
Absolutely.
And I think that's important because I think as Heidi was saying and as Ben was saying before the screening, that we have to stay true to what we did with the first series. We don't shy away from the realities of childbirth or the realities of some of those stories, and I think the second series just carries on from where we left off in that it shows life as it really is, and some of it's not very pretty, but I think that's what's so brilliant about the series. I think people who expect to sit down and watch something that's kind of uncomfortable viewing will be will be quite shocked at times because that's not what it is. But I think it's important.
Do you think that's why it's been so successful? It's got the grittier, real life aspects to a period drama, which can often be just pure escapism.
Escapist was the word, and I always find that curious. Of all the things applied, soft-centered, fine, just fine. But escapist is the weird one. We exist in a drama market where you have vampires, zombies, people with at Christmas. Think about Christmas. You'll have people whizzing around in police boxes, and a 50s social document, which became a best-selling book, will be called Escapist. And all I do is leave that when you think, what a curious thing we've made for ourselves. And what's interesting about its tone, the thing is you can have a popular tone, I believe, in my personal view. You can have a tone which reaches a lot of people, like this does. Or you can have a tone for drama which is quite select. And you can do more things, you can be more edgy, you can be more... But a very clever trick that the producers and the writers achieve is to have all of these things within this best-selling social document, which is actually, I've never read the books, but the books go even further, and people have made this a bestseller, but apparently some of them are very dark. And so if you come around to do a Christmas special, are you going to fluff that up, or are you going to say, well, all right, we will again base on and use it just the same as we did before and find the real thing in the community, because it would be failing that community if you then made a product which is some kind of a true escape from that. I don't think the show's ever tried to do that. Tone is different. Tone's not escapism. Tone's just tone. And you can have a soft centre, but you can also turn the screw.